How can you tell if someone is destined for great achievements? You don't need to look at their education, and you don't need to see if they are eloquent. Just observe whether they possess the following four abilities. If a person has all four, it would be hard for them not to succeed. The first is the ability to delay gratification. There is a famous experiment where children were given a bowl of marshmallows and told that if they could wait 15 minutes without eating them, they would receive two. Decades of follow-up on these children yielded a striking conclusion. Those who could resist eating the marshmallows performed better in academics, career, and health later in life. Here is a mental trick. When you are deciding whether to do something, imagine your future self and whether that version of you would want you to do it now. Think about the bloated you tomorrow morning if you have a late-night snack tonight, or the stressed you 3 days from now if you don't start a task today. If you simply consider your future self in your decisions, you already possess the ability to delay gratification. The second is how they respond to opposing views. In psychology, there is a concept called confirmation bias. People generally seek out opinions that support their own, but smart people are the opposite. They are naturally curious about opposing viewpoints. For example, when faced with dissent, the average person might react defensively, thinking, "No, I am right." But a smart person's eyes will light up, and they might ask with genuine curiosity, "Why do you see it that way? I've never thought about it from that angle before." The more people you meet, the more you realize that stubbornness is a sign of unintelligence, because stubbornness is rigid and unmoving. Smart people, on the other hand, have little ego and few defense mechanisms. They allow the world to flow through them, and only such people can continuously upgrade their cognition. The third is the ability to deconstruct. For example, when you feel a surge of intense anger or anxiety, can you pause and, like taking apart a toy as a child, ask yourself, what is the core of this emotion? Which deep-seated fear of mine has been triggered? When you break down an emotion into your own issues, the emotion itself becomes the key to solving the problem. Moreover, people with this deconstructive ability don't get overly hung up on right or wrong, good or bad, because when trouble arises, the easiest approach is to label someone a villain or a bad person. But smart people know it is never that simple. They prefer to analyze systems and structures. The fourth is whether they can leverage others and coexist symbiotically. When I first started in management, I did everything myself, trying to split myself into 8 pieces and even taking a strange satisfaction in being buried in trivial tasks. However, what truly took my career to the next level was finally admitting that I needed others' help. Looking back, I realized my reluctance to ask for help came from narcissism. I thought I was strong enough and needed no one, so I was always in opposition and constantly comparing myself to others. But now, I genuinely enjoy observing and appreciating what others are better at than me. I don't feel jealousy. Instead, I get excited and think about how I can harness their strengths for mutual benefit.